Pivoting with purpose is more than just changing course. It's about recognizing the need for growth, embracing opportunity, and intentionally steering your journey in a new direction. At the heart of a purposeful pivot lies two essential ingredients: building a personal brand and constructing a resilient support network. If you're feeling the urge to reinvent yourself, switch careers, explore new passions, or simply live with greater intent, understanding these two elements will empower your journey and set the stage for your future. Imagine you are standing halfway down a winding path. Behind you are the stories, skills, and experiences that have shaped who you are. Ahead lies terrain you've yet to explore, fields of possibility you're eager to reach, but daunting in their uncertainty. What you carry with you, and who walks beside you, will make all the difference. This is where purposeful pivoting, personal branding, and support networks converge. Let's begin with the idea of a purposeful pivot. Life rarely follows a straight line. Whether spurred by external circumstances, like changes in the market, unexpected layoffs, or new technological trends, or by an internal call such as a desire for fulfillment or creative exploration, pivots are a natural part of growth. The goal isn't to react impulsively, but to respond thoughtfully, aligning your next move with your values, goals, and unique strengths. But how do you begin to navigate this terrain? The answer starts with self-awareness. Take time to reflect on your core values. What drives you, what energizes you, and what outcomes matter most. Then, consider the skills and expertise you've accumulated, both formal and informal, recognizing that your journey has already equipped you with valuable tools. Next, envision where you want to go. A purposeful pivot is guided by clarity, not just about what you're leaving behind, but where you're heading, even if that destination will evolve. Ask yourself questions like, what impact do I want to have? What problems am I passionate about solving? Whose lives do I want to touch? The more specific your vision, the easier it becomes to chart a course and communicate your intentions to others. Here's where personal branding becomes essential. Think of your personal brand as your professional fingerprint, the unique combination of attributes, expertise, and passions that distinguishes you from others. In a world where first impressions are often digital and opportunities are increasingly relationship-driven, your personal brand does more than open doors. It establishes trust, credibility, and lasting connections. To begin building your brand, consider your story. What narrative threads have brought you to this moment? Which experiences shaped your perspective, and how do they connect to the value you now offer? Crafting an authentic story isn't about embellishment. It's about connecting the dots between your past, present, and future in a way that's honest and compelling. Your brand also lives in the work you produce and the way you engage with others. Wherever you show up, online or offline, consistency is key. This means aligning your visuals, your voice, and your messaging across every touch point, from your LinkedIn profile and personal website to everyday conversations. The goal is to make it easy for others to understand who you are, what you stand for, and how you can help. But building a personal brand is not just about what you say, it's about what you do. Delivering value consistently, sharing your expertise generously, and supporting others in their own journeys cement your brand more powerfully than any tagline or logo ever could. Whether through blogging, public speaking, mentorship, or simply being a reliable collaborator, your actions tell your story aloud. Deepening your brand also means carving out a niche, a particular area where your passion and skills intersect to serve a clear audience. The narrower your focus, the easier it becomes to build recognition and authority. This doesn't mean closing yourself off to new opportunities, but rather highlighting a specific area of expertise that sparks curiosity and resonates with your desired community. As your brand evolves, vulnerability and authenticity remain your greatest assets. Don't shy away from sharing challenges or lessons learned. Transparency breeds connection, and those who relate to your struggles are often those best equipped to support your growth. Remember, people are drawn to real stories, not curated perfection. Now let's turn to the support network. No purposeful pivot happens in a vacuum. Behind every successful transformation is a web of relationships, collaborators, mentors, and supporters who provide encouragement, feedback, and accountability. Metaphorically, they are the safety net that makes leaps less risky and journeys less lonely. Start by mapping your existing network. Who has championed your growth in the past? Teachers, colleagues, friends, or advisors? Who challenges you to do better, sees potential you might overlook, or brings skills that complement your own? Strengthen these connections by expressing genuine appreciation, seeking ways to offer value in return, and staying present in their lives. Next, identify the types of support you'll need moving forward. Every pivot requires a blend of mentors who provide wisdom, peers who share the journey, and connectors who open doors to new possibilities. Seek out communities, both in person and online, that align with your interests or aspirations. Join industry groups, attend conferences or social meetups, and don't be afraid to reach out to people you admire. Meaningful networks are built on curiosity and contribution, not just transactional exchanges. Cultivating a strong support system is less about quantity and more about quality. Prioritize relationships that foster growth, trust, and mutual respect. Look for people who will offer honest feedback, challenge your assumptions, and celebrate your wins with equal enthusiasm. And remember, the more you give, the more you'll naturally attract. Be willing to mentor others, share useful resources, or support initiatives beyond your own goals. As you expand your network, don't overlook the power of weak ties. Acquaintances, former colleagues, or people you've met through projects or online communities. Research shows that these looser connections often play a critical role in providing information, opportunities, and introductions that your immediate circle may not possess. Throughout your journey, embrace the mindset that your support network is an evolving ecosystem. New relationships will emerge as your path unfolds, while some old ones may fade or transform. Be adaptable. Honor the seasonality of relationships while nurturing those that are most meaningful. It's also essential to recognize that support doesn't only come from professional sources. Family, friends, and even online communities can offer emotional encouragement, cheer you on through setbacks, or remind you of your strengths when self-doubt creeps in. Make time for these connections and communicate your appreciation for their role in your life. At every stage of the pivot, communication is key. As you clarify your aims and begin sharing your new direction, let your network know how they can help. Whether you're seeking introductions, advice, or simply encouragement, people are far more likely to support you if you articulate your needs clearly and graciously. Don't be afraid to ask, and always reciprocate whenever possible. Of course, not all support will come in the form you expect. Sometimes the most valuable insights arise from critique, constructive feedback, or even dissent. Welcome these perspectives with an open mind. They will make your pivot more resilient and informed. Balancing ambition with humility is pivotal. Embrace learning and growth, admit when you don't have all the answers, and seek to evolve alongside your journey. Every purposeful pivot involves adjustments, and that's not a sign of failure, but of acute self-awareness and adaptability. Along the way, don't measure your success solely by outcomes. Celebrate progress, the incremental shifts in mindset, the bold conversations, the new skills acquired, or the courage it took to embrace change. Big achievements are often preceded by dozens of small victories, many of which only become apparent in hindsight. One of the most powerful tools at your disposal is reflection. Regularly assess not just how far you've come, but how aligned you feel with your core values and mission. Are you energized by this new path? Are you building upon your strengths, or do you need to pivot once more? This iterative process of reflection and adjustment is at the heart of purposeful evolution. Remember also the ripple effect of your actions. As you build your brand and network, you're not just advancing your own goals, you're inspiring others to pursue their own purposeful pivots. The lessons you share, the encouragement you provide, and the example you set may be just what someone else needs to take their first step. Purposeful pivots are both exciting and intimidating, blending vision with practicality and independence with support. Building a compelling personal brand equips you to share your story with clarity and confidence. Constructing a strong support network ensures you never have to navigate the unknown alone. As you look ahead, recommit to intentionality. Decisions made with purpose, relationships built on trust, and actions aligned with your deepest convictions will carry you forward, even when the path feels uncertain. Every pivot is, in essence, an act of hope, a belief that you can create a future truer to who you are and what you aspire to contribute. The journey won't be without challenges. There will be moments of doubt, resistance, or setbacks, but with a clear sense of identity and a community that believes in your potential, each obstacle becomes an opportunity for growth. So as you prepare for your next pivot, whether dramatic or incremental, remember, your story matters. Your brand is powerful. Your network is vital. With purpose as your guide, you are fully capable of redefining your trajectory and building a life and career that reflects your most authentic self. Embrace the adventure, nurture your connections, and never lose sight of your unique value. The world is waiting for your next move,